Welcome back today, guys. Got a few welding projects coming up today and having some issues with a little Lincoln Eagle 10,000. So we're going to do a full service on it today. Oil change, spark plugs. I'm going to drain the gas out of it, fuel filters, air filter, all that good stuff. So stick with me and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to do today, we're going to try to get our fuel lines off of here. We got to drain this old bad gas out of here. And of course it's got a completely full tank. So these little machines, they don't have a drain per se. So I'm going to attempt something. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to attempt. Put one of these little siphons on here and see if it works. Oh yeah. So worked wonderful. So while we got that draining, we'll go ahead and drain our oil out. So with these things, they got a little quick connect here. You just turn and pull it out and you drain the oil. I mean, it's kind of very simple. I mean, if you can see it right here, yeah, it drains it out. And these things have roughly about 1.5 quarts, maybe. And so, alright, so I'm gonna let this all drain and siphon out, and we'll come back to you. Alright, so it's taking a little while for that to drain. We'll go ahead and pull the oil filter off of here. And yeah, that filter's been on there for a minute. We'll go ahead and put a new one on. This is a, let me get that to focus here, 1056 Napa Gold filter. Everything looks pretty clean. Always remember, put a little oil there. And, you know, they don't have to be overly tight. So. Just good hand tight. While we're here, still got the oil and fuel draining, so we're going to change the spark plugs as well. So we'll go ahead and change this one on this side. And you know, changing spark plugs are pretty straightforward. So these look actually pretty decent. Got new ones anyways. Champion. That's the part number. Gap at 30 thousandths. Gap's good, so we'll go back in with this one. And always make sure, take your time, get these threaded in correctly. Don't cross thread them. They're very easily to cross thread, so. Alright, that's that one. And alright, we'll go to the other side and get everything set up. And the other side we have to take some panels off. So alright, so on this side to get the plug out, got to take this little side panel off. I hope this is not going to be an issue. But we'll see. Well, it looks like this is going to be a serious issue. I think I might be able to reach down in there and get it. Alright, so yeah, we'll be able to get it out. It's just, I'm going to eventually have to make some modifications to our little skid here. Just running into this problem again. So this one looks like it was burning pretty clean. We already have the new ones, so I'm going to put the new ones in. There we go. Way back at it. Yeah, when I built this skid a few years ago, I don't guess I was thinking about having to put plugs in it. So, alright. I know you can't see it, but it's basically the same as the other side. Take the plug out, put the plug in. And we'll put this back together. This should be all we have to do over here. All right. Well, that's how you put the plugs in. All right, let's see if we can get this. Go ahead and change the air filter while everything's draining. Here's a air filter, an Apple Gold air filter, $22.97. Great thing about these little things, you have all your part numbers right here. It's a good thing Lincoln did right there, and it help you. I mean, it doesn't have Napa filters, but it does have the Fram, and you can cross, and the manufacturer specs, so you can cross. A good parts person can cross-reference everything and get you taken care of. I reckon should have got a pre-filter too. Alright, so I got some junk right here. And yes, it is okay to put the dirt out that way. Okay, you can see my finger. So, no harm, no foul there. Alright, so my free filter is toast. It fell apart just a second. But okay, so obviously this is the wrong filter. Always check your parts. You can see we have to come back at a later date to change the air filter. I mean, the air filter's good. I mean, it's not like it's completely nasty. Oh. It's always fun to lose parts. Alright, so I found my parts. So we're just going to put this back on. I have to go back and get the right parts. So, well, it happens. Go over here and close the valve up, and we'll put the oil in it. So the valve's pretty well straightforward to turn it off. You close it, you just push it in and turn it clockwise, and that's pretty much it. I do, however, have a funnel today, so we're not having to do no shadiness. So I'm using Pennzoil 10W30. I like to use that in my small engines. It just seems to burn a lot cleaner. Had great luck with it over the years. I know it's cheap oil. You know, you put what you want in there. So this takes 1.7 quarts. So in layman's terms, that's 1 3/4 quarts. So and we should have an oil change. We're going to hold off right there, let this drain down, and we'll check it. Right. Be back with you in just a second. Alright, we've let the oil drain down, guys. As you can see, looks pretty clean. It's above full, just a little above full. Well, that's how you change the oil and put the plugs in. Right, we'll jump down here and we'll put a fuel filter on and put a new battery in, and we'll be almost ready to fire this thing up. Alright, so it is still actually draining all this old gas out. Oh, this gas stinks. But you can go ahead and see if we got if our filter works. My air filter was the wrong one, and I will get the correct filter. So we'll see. Maybe it will. Always keep good fresh filters in your equipment. That's the life of a piece of equipment. I mean, this is pretty much just your standard inline fuel filter. But yeah, we're getting this thing together, getting it ready to run. We got a few welding projects for some content coming up. We're going to be building some trellises in our next video. Going to be planting some muscadine vines, and well, while we wait on this gas, we'll come back once the gas is all there. Well, we can go ahead and put the battery in. Alright guys, so got our battery over here. So these batteries here are pretty common, pretty easy to put in. There's really not a whole lot to them. So, you pretty much just this is a Group 58 battery. From Wally World. This is a typical battery hookup. Red on positive and black on negative. Get these things started. This thing's got a little latch in the back side of them, but kind of a bit of a booger to put in. Alright. So now so that is a 12mm. Right here. We'll go ahead and tighten that down. I mean, they don't have to be overly tight, but you don't want the battery to move around either. So. Alright, so we got that. Always put your positive on first. What I've learned over the years just keeps the sparks down. And probably take the rubber cap off where you put it in here. So this is roughly, this is a 1/2 inch nut right there. So most everything on this thing is metric, but these seem to be a 1/2 inch for some reason, which is fine. Cap on. And of course, that one's facing the other way, which is fine. That's why you have a stubby ratchet. Alright, well, let's hook our gas up and see if it runs. Alright guys, I forgot to turn the camera on, but we got some serious carburetor problems. So I don't have the parts to rebuild the carburetor or put a new one on. Gotta go look up some parts, and hopefully next weekend we'll either rebuild the carburetor or put a new one on. I guess that's what you get for letting it set up with old gas in it. Thank you. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe.